Hey, and welcome to Real Talk with T. Holmes. Thank you for joining us this evening. As we go into our motivational segment this evening, I would like to just ask you a question for you to ask yourself. Who are you? Do you really know who you are? And in the midst of you asking yourself that question, be embraced throughout the week to remind yourself that you are the head and not the tail. No matter what you faced in life, no matter what situations that you may have experienced, no matter what mistakes you've made, and no matter what people may have said that you were not, be embraced to know that you are, and to remind yourself that you are the head and not the tail, no matter what it looks like. Before we go in our segment, I would like to thank all of my sponsors for this broadcast, because without them, things would not be possible. Thank you. Good evening. This evening, as we talk on Real Talk with T. Holmes, I would like to discuss the topic, why do we settle? Now, for the majority of us, we would think that settling is always talking about a relationship. No, today we're not just talking about a relationship. We're talking about in your job, in your life overall, whether or not it's what you're putting up with from a family member, from friends, whomever that you may be in contact with directly or indirectly. When you think about settling, you think about, for me, I think about what it is that I can do more. How is it that I can put myself on the line to do better than what I'm doing today? How can I be a better person today than I was yesterday? So over the weekend, I went to a conference, and that conference was titled Bold and Beautiful. And it gave me confirmation that this week my topic was what I was supposed to have been talking about. Sometimes I may second guess myself if whether or not this is or it isn't the topic, but I knew that I had revelation that, Tammy, you on to the right thing. So as we talk about why do we settle, again, this doesn't necessarily have to do with just relationships. And when we talk about why do we settle in different areas in our life. For one, is it a lack of self-love? For two, who are we associating ourselves with? Because if we're associating ourselves with only negative people, then that's the only thing you seem to embrace, is pick up what it is that they're putting out. And then for three, are you really putting forth an effort behind your goals? So on the first one, we talk about a lack of self-love. Like, I done been there before. I've been there to where I didn't think that I was worthy enough of what it is that I wanted to do. Really, to be honest, that's why I took Real Talk with T. Holmes so long to come to the foreplay. But guess what? I'm here, and she's not going anywhere. So what that means for me, the selling part is over for my life. So when you think about the self-love, think about who you really are, what it is that you can have, and what it is that you want to have. Now, how are you going to do that? The people that you associate yourself with, is it that you're going to continue to sit at the end of the table, or are you gonna build your own table? Now, for me, I want to build my own table. I want to build my table and then help somebody else build their table, and not even take credit for helping somebody else build their table. And then for three, focus on setting your goals, and then focus on executing them. When we execute them, that means that a lot of times we have to take a self-evaluation. Look yourself in the mirror. Okay, what is it that I'm not putting effort in? What is it that I am focusing more on doing what I shouldn't be doing versus to what it is that I can be doing to make things better? So I went to this conference, and in the midst of the conference, a couple of pointers that was given to me, I want to share with you all today that helped me even on preparing for today. On one of the topics were, tapping into yourself. When we settling, we as women, and I'm just not talking to women because this show is not predestined just for women, it's for men and women, but I can only speak on a woman's behalf. We have an intuition just like men also. But when you tap into yourself, listen to yourself. It's okay not to be on the in crowd. It's okay not to have a clan to hang out with. Tap into your inner self and figure out what it is that makes you happy. And then what it is that doesn't make you happy. That means let the cutoff be mutual from that point. Let it be mutual and it's okay. Okay, second is don't be confused of a life lesson. Don't be confused on what it was that you once was doing to now what it is that you're planning to do. Because that life lesson can cost you many years that you cannot get back. Also, face the reality of face it to fix it. Face whatever it was that you wasn't doing and fix it to whatever it is that you want to do. And be okay with your decision, because not everybody's going to be happy with it. But as long as you are settling in whatever it is, then a lot of people will be happy with that because it's beneficial for them. This was one of the ones that was beneficial to me in a lot of ways, that made me think about a lot of different aspects in my life. And when you hear it, if you do a self-evaluation of yourself, it's no way anybody watching this could not understand what I mean. Now, when I say the word tail, I'm not literally meaning your ass. I'm just saying in general. Stop putting your tail on the table to be a bowl of Skittles, because everyone doesn't deserve the rainbow. What does that mean to you? For me, what that meant was, don't try to fit in the in crowd with everybody else, because guess what? Everybody doesn't deserve your energy. Don't settle to be just like everybody else. Be who you are and be okay with who you are. Be okay that I'm not like everybody else, and be okay that God didn't design my life to be like everybody else. No, we don't all look alike. No, we're not all the same size. No, we don't all wear our hair alike. And it's okay. Be okay with that, because everybody doesn't deserve your energy, which is the rainbow. And then next, be patient. Being patient will take you to the next level. When you go in prayer and you start to execute your plan, but you have to do more than execute your plan. Put action and effort behind the plan. Don't just make the goal. Don't just make the plan, but write down your goals and think about the first, second, and third step that you have to take to get to them goals. Now, for me, settling, I've settled in a lot of different ways, in a lot of areas of my life. And today, I thank God for those settlements that I had, because it's making me into a better person. Now, for me, will I continue to stay in those settles? Absolutely not. But for you, will you come out of them? Coming out of them means a lot of different things. And it's not necessary, again, just about a relationship. It can be your job, the tolerance that you take from anybody else, as I said earlier. So I want to embrace you with, as I said in the motivation segment, I am the head and not the tail. So that means that whatever it is that you want to do, you can. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it, as long as that's what you want to do. And then nevertheless, choose to be happy. Everyday life is about a choice and decision. And that choice and decision that we make. In the midst of making those choices and decisions, we have to be happy and comfortable with the choice and decision that we are making. Not making the decision and choices to make everybody else happy. And I'm sure everybody in this world has lived that to a certain degree, or to a certain point. But guess what? Life is winding up, and we are on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour, second-to-second basis. So embrace everybody that's around you. Love them, protect them as far as you can. And then figure out why you don't want to settle. And in the midst of you choosing why you do not want to settle, that should give you all the embracement that you need to go forth and be great. Today, our time has been short, but it was a good time. So I want to leave you with this segment of don't settle. You don't have to settle. Be encouraged. Encourage yourself to do well. Encourage yourself to go farther. Encourage yourself to go forth and be great. There you have it, directly from Real Talk with T. Holmes.